Howdy, sports fans. Dave with Judge 99 Sports Cards, making another video about a product that's a little bit unusual, so I decided to buy some of it and make a video about it. I saw online, and I got an email, I think, about these 2025 ABA Redemption Basketball Trading Cards. A 1 in 50 chance to pull a randomly inserted ultra rare redemption card. So I was kind of looking and seeing what this is. This is not a license, but it's a licensed product in the sense it's from the union, I believe, that has produced these cards. The players are licensed, but the old ABA obviously doesn't even exist anymore. So when I went on the website before I made this purchase, I was able to see Hall of Fame testimonials from players. The first one is Julius Erving. The second one is Rick Barry and George Gervin. Well, I was hooked. Most of you probably don't know that I have some history with the ABA. I grew up on Long Island, where the ABA Nets were in existence back at the time where they had two great players. Rick Barry, as you see, I got his auto there. And then Julius Erving was also, I got his autograph right there, because back in the day I went to a basketball camp when I was 12 or 13 years old. Actually, I have a date on the signature as August of 73, so that would have made me 14 when I went to the Julius Erving camp. The year before, I went to the Rick Barry camp. So that would have been the year before that. Those players were both playing for the Nets at that time, and it was great seeing them right close to my house. So I'm hooked on the ABA. Love Dr. J, meeting him back when I was a kid, and Rick Barry, and getting their autographs that I still have. So I decided I was going to go ahead and try it, because some of the redemptions are pretty awesome. One of them is a pack of sealed 71 Topps, which is that Rick Barry card back here is a 71 Topps. So you can get a pack of that, which has all kinds of stuff in there in addition to Dr. J. And you can get an autographed basketball from several players. Some aren't the all-time greats. Don Busey was a great player. David Thompson. You can get a Julius Erving autographed Nets jersey, which would be awesome for someone like me. So there's a whole bunch of neat ABA redemption stuff possible. The cards themselves, I've gone online. I don't really see any. I see a few sales of some of the lower name players on here. I don't really even know, besides some of those two guys, who's actually in here. There is a checklist. It tells you what to look for. There's 31 of 1 refractor cards, a 1 in 50 chance to pull the redemption card, 30 parallel sets numbered to 10 cards per pack. They say every pack delivers value. Well, the packs were $49 a piece, $49.99, and they gave us a discount, so I wound up getting 3 of them for, I want to say, $129 with the shipping. So that wasn't too bad, but it's kind of a shot in the dark. But it's a unique product. Maybe it'll just turn out to be a total boondoggle, but putting Julius Erving and Rick Barry on your lead into your website that produced these cards for the company was probably all they needed to do to get my money. So I'm going to rip them here. Let's see what we can get. 10 cards per pack. What ABA stars we could pull out of here, and if maybe we can pull one of those redemptions. If I don't pull a redemption, what I'd really like to pull is just a Julius or Rick Barry card, maybe a parallel or one of those 101 refractors. Boy, these are tough to open. I'm gonna cheat here and just slice near the top to stay away from the card. All right, first one out of the pack is Dr. J. Wow. How cool is that? So if nothing else, I have pulled at least one Dr. J out of this pack, out of the first pack. Willie Wise, remember him. Let's put this Dr. J right up here. Willie Wise, Roger Brown, George Gervin, the Iceman, Connie Hawkins, another big-time all-star player, big mustache, beautiful, and the Moses Malone card. Wow, so I've gotten the stars that I've wanted, but I don't see a redemption card or any kind of parallel. But I did pull Dr. J and Moses out of the first one. Not bad. Marvin Barnes, Donnie Freeman, Warren Jabali, and Bob Netolicky. All right, so we basically got two studs that I would have wanted player-wise, Malone and Julius Erving, and picked up stars George Gervin and Connie Hawkins. The rest was pretty minor. I'd like to see a parallel or something, because the base card is quite honestly not that interesting. Don't see a redemption or anything non-base in this one. Bill Daniels, Billy Paltz, the Whopper. I know all these net players. Louis Dampier, Zelmo Bailey, Spencer Haywood, Charlie Scott, Ron Boone, Daryl Carrier, another Jabali, and Doug Moe. Went on to be the coach of the Denver Nuggets. Played back in the day in the ABA. All right, that wasn't too exciting. So far, I'm not overwhelmed. I got the Dr. J and the Moses. No Malone, not even a parallel. I would think if I didn't pull, you said a 1 in 50 chance. So I had 3 out of 50. 3 out of, is that 3 out of 50? So 6% chance of pulling a redemption. I guess that's not too great, but it's better than most wax packs at retail anyway. But it hasn't worked out that way, it looks like. No, I don't think I have a redemption in here either. Another Dr. J. Another Billy Paltz. Billy Cunningham went on to coach the Sixers. Another Spencer Haywood. Another Moses Malone. David Thompson. Matt Calvin and Freddie Lewis and Maurice Lucas. So that's it. So here's my review of this product. I don't think you should buy it. Quite honestly, 1 out of 50. I don't see these cards ever having any value, and if you don't pull a redemption, you're really not getting anything. So I guess it's a lottery. Maybe if I wanted a signed ball, I probably should just go buy one and not try to pull some type of redemption, because my luck, I'd get a redemption and it would be some player that I didn't care about anyway. Unless I pulled Rick or Julius, I wouldn't have cared. So that's it. It was exciting rip, but not very great in terms of value, I don't think. They say there's value in every pack. Where is it? Not a single parallel in 3 packs. You have parallels, but I didn't get one. Every pack delivers value. Explain to me how these packs, how I have anywhere close to $100 worth of cards here. I don't. So a little disappointed on that value statement. I think is overstated. But that's it. That's the rip of the ABA Lana Sports 2025 ABA Redemption Basketball Trading Cards. Be wary, folks. I can't recommend opening this product. Nothing great about the cards. And I just disagree that there's value in every pack. I understand I wasn't guaranteed to pull a redemption, but I would think buying 3 packs, if you have a 1 in 50 chance of pulling a redemption, you should have a better chance of pulling a parallel, and I got nada. As a matter of fact, I got a lot of duplicate cards in 3 packs. I don't know how many cards are in this set. Don't really. The highest number I have is, I think there's only 30 or 40 cards in this set, players. And so there aren't a lot of players that could do better on the parallels or something to make it exciting. That like you pull something of value, because I just don't see even Dr. J cards as being any card that's ever going to have any value. But that's my review of this product. Buy at your own risks. Listen to the video again. If you have any questions about what's in here, go on the Lana website and see the checklist or the odds supposedly of pulling cards. And like and subscribe the video. Tell me if you've been opening any interesting new product yourself. Judge 99 Sports Cards, and I'm out.